All right, what's going on, YouTube, man? I'm about to get into a reaction. This poet Flacco's, this type little situation is getting really bad. So if you guys don't know, which I'm pretty sure you already do know, there's been, excuse me, I'm sorry, I apologize. There's been allegations that my man's Ty Little has SA'd somebody. I don't know why I did the Queen quotation. I have no clue. SA'd somebody at the Streamer Awards. Now, the internet is going crazy over this because some people are saying that, because to be at the Streamer Awards and for something sexually to be going on is absolutely crazy. The internet has been making posts like, dude got mad over a Diddy joke and then proceeded to SA somebody an hour later, which I find hard to believe because from my perception of Ty Little's online presentation, he's not the type of person to go and SA somebody. You know what I mean? Uh, he can be a little rough around the edges during certain times, but for it to be like that is crazy to me. Now, some people are also saying that in the bathroom during the Streamer Awards, after those jokes were said, that either I think it was Ty Little or Dez, one of them was saying that they would SA somebody. And that is kind of fucking crazy because, like, if you a man, like, none of my homies have ever said while being mad at a bitch anything that has to do with SA. Like, that shit just so far out the realm is ridiculous to me. I don't know how people could say that's never come up ever in a situation ever. Like, that's hard to believe. So I don't know. Hey, I can't believe that dude. I don't know what he talking about, but saying that you're gonna threaten to SA somebody is fucking ridiculous. I've never said that shit ever in my life. That has never come across in any situation, especially with your homeboys. Like, what, your mans and your brothers are supposed to hold you accountable. So if you saying some shit like that, you shouldn't even. You should be exiled, eliminated. Your ass shouldn't even have friends. No way possible are you threatening to SA somebody because you upset at what they said. That shit sounds absolutely ridiculous and crazy. But let's get into the video, man. I'm sorry for holding you guys up. Let's get into it.
The situation is really bad. And when I say really bad, people, I'm not exaggerating. This is horrific.
I was sexually assaulted at a party.
Here we go. So, all right, let me just play it. I'm sorry.
Party. And not only that, it's by somebody that you guys love, and I'm tired, bro.
Talil has always exuded scaring off the hoes energy. But I think anyone.
Oh, that's a bad clip, Flacco.
Be lying if they say that
he wasn't trying to beat. All right,
they expected to wake up one day and hear Jordan Pauline accuse Talil of full-out grape.
I'm tired, guys. I'm tired, guys. Like, literally. People are evil and malicious. And, like, people think they can do anything. Like, anything. I'm literally, like, so disappointed in people because I think people are good people, and I always give people the benefit of the doubt. And they're evil. They're evil, bro. And I'm done streaming. I'm done doing this shit, bro. And this is gonna be my last stream.
Way too early to make a determination on whether or not Talil is guilty or whether or not this chick is lying. It's way too early. And if you've already made up your mind, then you're probably somebody who already have implicit biases towards either Talil or towards this girl. I'm not gonna say she's lying, and I'm not gonna say Talil is guilty. But what?
Exactly. That's how the internet should be. Listen, guys. There has to be a further investigation upon this. We need to look back at the Streamer Awards video footage of these things. Because where in the Streamer Awards would you even find time with hundreds of people to do something like this? You know?
What I would say is Talil has a lot working against them. There not being a clear-cut reason why this chick would want to lie on Talil works against Talil. It does. Because you can always go with she's embarrassed, she regrets it the next day, so that's why she's now screaming essay or grape. Yeah, but when you really look at this situation and you truly look at it and examine it, there's no clear cut reason. Like you can't go with the cloud chasing angle because this chick was famous before Talil. She's probably more famous than Talil. She just had a top 40 hit. This chick is not like a cloud chaser. She's not, a chick looking for clout or fame off this situation.
Okay, so that I didn't know. I have no clue who this lady is. I will say though that from other perspectives on the internet, it kind of looks like there is some kind of communication that those two have already had, some type of situationship, some type of flirting or dealing with each other, which is like, okay, she knows he has a girlfriend. She also said further in that video that, I don't, she said something along the lines, I'm not going to quote, don't quote this, something along the lines of, I didn't want to do this in the first place, plus you have a girlfriend. So it's like, okay, I didn't want to go down this route. You have a girlfriend and other things that could be going on. I mean, you at the fucking Streamer Awards. I don't know why anything sexual would be going on during that time. I didn't see Tyloo like he was looking drunk or nothing like that. So I don't know what could have gotten into him, if that did happen, and I just don't know. Like there should have been some type of I don't know why anybody would have any solitude in this place to do anything for this opportunity to ever even happen in the first place. So I think the venue, that's something that had to be a problem with the venue. They should be held accountable if she did get SA'd here. Tyler should be held accountable if she did get SA'd here. And if it didn't happen, she should be held accountable. But I also seen a good claim, man. It was like some people were saying like, oh, why didn't she go to the, why is she coming to the internet and not the police? And someone responded to that saying that, the internet tends to hold people more accountable than the police do. And I was like, oh my God, that's a good point. Bro, the internet do hold people more accountable than the police. And that just kind of like blew my mind. I was like, oh, I kind of get it now. I kind of get why people come to the internet with some of their problems. And now we starting to see some stuff. Like that just gave me a whole nother perspective.
So when you take that out the picture, what other reasons would she have to lie on Talil? Outside of maybe she regrets it. But even that isn't really a strong alibi in this situation. Even when looking at the possibility that she may be lying because she regrets it or was embarrassed that she slept with Talil and regretted it afterwards because he has a girlfriend, even when you look at that situation, wouldn't the logical thing be not to say anything if she was truly embarrassed and she wasn't raped? Like, if she was embarrassed of this, then what's more embarrassing than telling the entire world that you did this, right? Because she could have kept it private with just her and Talil. Nobody else would have known that she slept with somebody who had a girlfriend. So when you trace down that logic, it still really don't work here, right?
Yeah, that's kind of a good point, Flacco. That makes a good point. Like, even if she did regret it, like, why would it go beyond them two having some form of communication, right? And so what I think what happened was, because she did say that she contacted his girlfriend afterwards. Man, it's kind of crazy. It's like, okay, why would she go to the internet if it's just a regret thing? You know what I mean? Is it because he recorded you? That's a form of SA, so she could be saying like, okay, they did do it, but he recorded me. That's SA. Like, you kind of will get that because a lot of women don't like being recorded, and if she has some type of freaking some social media, some relevance, some famousness, and that video gets out, she's in like a huge like freaking like that could be leaked and stuff, and it could be like, you know, a lot of women don't like that. Like nobody will want to be exposed, right? So it's like that leaves her vulnerable to certain kinds of things. So that's one reason I would probably say, like, yeah, you shouldn't record it if it was consented, or I guess mutually agreed. But yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense. That's a good point.
It still makes no sense. It still really doesn't lead or prove that she lied. Honestly, every which way you go, it kind of looked really bad for Talil. And the only reason why a lot of us is still having some hope or some doubt here is because people are innocent until proven guilty. And until Talil comes out and tell his side of the story, I'm not just going to automatically say he's guilty. But it's looking really bad here.
Because people are evil. And it's always going to be sides being chosen on. And I'm tired. I'm literally tired, you guys. I don't deserve being treated like I'm nothing. And I'm really like trying my best to not be, you know, like, I want to save people in their careers and shit, and like, you know, but what about me? Like, what about my feelings? What about how I feel? You know?
What if he making her feel just like a side chick? You know what I'm saying? Then she be like, I'm finna fuck all this shit up. That could be crazy.
And not everyone is your friend. And you guys love these people.
There's definitely, you can hear it in her voice, there's some sort of betrayal here going on. You can tell. There's some sort of betrayal going on. She feels betrayed. You can tell in her voice, because it's just like, I'm trying to protect you, but it's like, what about me? It's like you kind of get it like, okay, there's some type of betrayal going on here. Or she feels betrayed, maybe lied to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he been telling her lies. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave her, but this and that. But he, you know what I'm saying, playing her to the side, and so that's why things happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he told her I was gonna leave her, and we should just be doing this. And then she's like, this don't feel right. And you know what I'm saying? So it kind of is like, if she didn't want it, then bro, it's SA. That's point blank period. But you know,
so much, you guys love these people so much, and as a woman, you always get exiled, and it doesn't matter how I dress. You guys know I'm asexual.
This situation is heating up, bruh. They got an entire Diddy Rico against Talil and the Clover Boys, bruh. Messages are surfacing from women who are claiming that they suffered similar experiences as Jordan Pauline at the Clover House. One woman says, my first time I went to the Clover House, the very first thing Talil said to me was, do you want to F? If you don't want to F, there's no reason for us to talk. He also refers to women they cast as groupies to their face, which is highly disrespectful. People want to believe what they want because of how people portray themselves online. But I know how he is in real life. I pray you get the justice you deserve. He made speech saying, toast to you know what happens when we get the ladies drunk. Something like that. I was like, oh my God, what is he, Diddy? Before we get back to the video, I want to announce that this video,
we're not watching this.
$200 game. They show you how much each game is going to pay you. You earn
good. Jump ahead button. W.
I keep my body to myself for a reason. I am a temple. I do not share myself with people, especially if I don't know them. And it's really unfair to me because I feel like I make sure that everyone is in a good position and they feel good, and like, you know, everything was innocent, and I don't care how drunk somebody is, you should never take advantage of them. My phone was stolen and broken. I had no way to get home, and I was assaulted, you guys, by someone that you guys all love.
The story as is doesn't really make a whole lot of sense at the moment, but she is emotional and distraught, so you got to give her a pass. Like, she's not going to tell the story perfectly the first time while crying and in distress.
Mm-hmm.
Because things like, who stole your phone? Who broke your phone? Why did they steal it? Why did they break it? Was the intent to stop?
We know. What are you talking about? We know she said Tyloo broke her phone. And then she said he was freaking... Now, this is part of the story that kind of confused me, because we all seen that, okay, we got a missed call, then there's a connected call, then she's saying afterwards she called his girlfriend, and it's like, okay, if this all happened, for one, like, how did you say you was stranded, but he was calling you after? And then we looking at the phone, and we see that the phone has been answered. So you got 2 missed calls. Let's go back. Let's analyze this real quick. Let's see. Okay, so right here, look, 2 missed calls, answered call, missed call, answer call again. So that order kind of like messed up. Okay, breaks your phone, 2 missed calls. You can't answer the phone. Your phone's broke. And then, okay, you did answer, but you at the stream award, so you miss another one. Then you call back. Like, what? Like, it kind of is like confusing. Okay, and then you blocking out this. So this could have been Ty Little up here, right? So you had to call somebody afterwards. Maybe your mom, maybe your friend, maybe police. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what happened, things like that. But you just got off the phone with him, and you call his girlfriend afterwards, but your phone's broke and you're stranded. So like, okay, how is this even making any sense? Unless these are the calls afterwards where you're discussing it, like you trying to fuck up what's going on here, she said. And it's just like, I don't know, man, it's kind of confusing. This is like where this the part of the story is, we want more details on.
Of them. My phone was stolen and broken. I had no way to get home, and I was assaulted, you guys, by someone that you guys all love.
The story as is doesn't really make a whole lot of sense at the moment, but she is emotional and distraught, so you got to give her a pass. Like, she's not going to tell the story perfectly the first time while crying, and somebody is going to suffer social consequences because of this, then I don't know what we're talking about. Because if the worst is going to happen to Talil is social consequences, and you're only telling the story because you want him to suffer social consequences, then we're wasting all of our times here. Go to the police. Now, it's probably too late to do a grape kit. I'm not a woman. I'm not sure how long after an incident you can do a kit.
You gotta go fast,
the police should already have a police report on their lap right now while you're telling this story to the internet.
And I'm so tired of this streaming shit, and I'm done, bro. He taped me. The reason why he stopped anyway is because I started boohoo crying, you guys. I was crying.
Boom. That's solved right there. Investigation solved right there. We need been to the police, told them that you did this. There should have been somebody investigating it. You know what I'm saying? And then we should have had a subpoena for his phone. Boom. Right there, we caught him. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's important, and I hope all women who go through any kind of situation like this, I want them to feel support, and I want them to be able to go to the police, do the necessary requirements to get a proper investigation going on and proper justice. I want all women to feel like that, man. We all got mothers, sisters, daughters, and women in our lives that we love and that we don't want to see anything bad happen to them. So I want all women to feel support in this situation, because if this is true, then he should definitely be held accountable for this kind of situation. Like, any rapist should not have any support. They should be defamed. Like, that's crazy work. But like, man, this is I want all women to feel like this, bro. So we need to give women more support when this type of stuff does happen in all actuality. You know what I'm saying?
And he taped me as I'm crying like this. He was like, "Why are you crying?" Da, 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 da. And I'm like, because like I didn't want to And he's like, "Oh well, I'm gonna talk to you again." I'm like,
so this is the thing. Okay, so what was the conversation? Why would he just be saying, "I'm gonna talk to you again"? Is it like, oh, you gonna treat me like a groupie? And then he's like, "I'm gonna talk to you again." What you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't care if you talk to me again. It doesn't matter if you talk to me again. It's the simple fact of like me not wanting to even go down that route because you have a fucking girlfriend.
Okay, so that's probably another thing. It's the point that me not even going down that point because you have a girlfriend. Because you have a girlfriend, it don't fucking matter. Nothing she says because this, that, the third. Once she say No, I didn't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No means fucking no, nigga. Simple as fucking that. We don't want to hear because this and that and the third, blah, 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 I regret. If a motherfucker say no, that mean no. It don't matter what reason it is. The motherfucker could say, no, the sky's orange today. You look up at the sky and be like, what the fuck is she talking about, bitch? No, the motherfucker knows no, nigga. It don't fucking matter what the reason is because no, nigga, no.
I've had my fair share of women. I've had my fair share of relations, all consensual, 0% forceful. I've never even had an allegation. I don't play like that. I just don't see a parallel line between consensual relations and boohoo crying. It don't start off as consensual and then leads directly midway through to boohoo crying in agony for it to stop. Usually it starts off as non-consensual and things just escalate as it progresses and ultimately leads to boohoo crying stop. This looks bad on Talil part. This is horrific. This is horrible. Now, apparently, Talil recorded some of the interaction, according to her, because she got some of those videos, I guess, sent to her, or she heard some audio of herself or some video of herself, because according to her, Talil and others were threatening her to release this if she ever came out against Talil. Now, the pulling out the phone to record midway through, that's also sketchy to me. But because we're in crazy times, I can't look too deep into this. But
Nah, that's not sketchy. Niggas do that. Niggas do that. Niggas do, you know what I'm saying? You get in the mood and then by all you recording and shit. Bro, niggas do be doing that weird shit. That's not sketchy. But like, what did he just say?
the pulling out the phone to record video of herself.
Okay, so they tried to fucking expose her because she was going public about this? Like, what?
According to her, Talil and others were threatening her to release this if she ever came out against Talil. Now, the pulling out the phone to record midway through, that's also sketchy to me. But because we're in crazy times, I can't look too deep into this. But if a girl who I knew, I was having consensual relationships with, began to cry midway through, I would stop and console her to figure out like what's going on. Pulling out my phone immediately afterwards and then recording, I don't know if that's how I would operate, or I don't
No,
know.
hell no. I don't think that's why it happened, bro. He said they was recording the intimacy part. That's what I think she said. She was recording and then she started crying. That's what happened. Cause if ain't no way you gonna pull out your phone while in the middle of her crying, like that's weird. Talking about some, y'all. I think he misinterpreted this part.
If that's how anybody
I'm sorry. I'm stop pausing the
will
video.
logically operate.
My
Now,
fault.
in hindsight, you could probably see, oh yeah, I'll take my phone. But in the moment, I don't think anybody who knew they were doing nothing wrong in that situation will automatically go for the phone instead of consoling a woman.
This isn't the first time I've been assaulted, but this is the first time I've been assaulted by someone popular and famous, I guess. And they think I'm not going to say anything because of who they are and who they know and what they do. But like I said, this is somebody you guys support. I hate men. I'm technically going to become. Y'all thought I was asexual before. I'm completely. I hate men. Look at all these.
That was scripted.
No caller IDs.
Okay, that's what it was.
He later confirmed it was Talil, but in the moment, her showing the call log of him calling her multiple times and then beginning to call her off of blocked numbers, that was the confirmation that she was talking about him specifically. Now, she will go on to say that right now she's taking her time in terms of fully diving deep into it because Talil and others are currently trying to blackmail her.
I already know. If you already know y'all can say it in the chat, but I'm not going to say it out my mouth because just trying to blackmail me and shit already. Like, I don't have time for it. Like, that's why I said I'm done with the streaming shit because I'm thinking collab streams is going to.
The internet at this point is 50-50 and both sides have been getting a little hate. So Jordan Pauline would take to her Instagram story to speak out to the people who don't believe her, and she would write, bullying and condemning someone for speaking their truth and sharing their personal human experience is never acceptable. We must remember that, even if the person involved is someone we love, every individual deserves respect and compassion. I am a woman who deserves to be treated with dignity, and I do not deserve hateful comments or mean words simply for sharing my truth. It's important to understand that I have no ulterior motives. I'm not seeking clout or attention. I am simply sharing my own experience, which is deeply personal and traumatic. In this moment, I ask for grace and understanding, not just for myself, but for all survivors who come
Why
forward.
is I always saying we asking for grace and this? Like what? Why is it don't matter what happens? People always saying that exact same sentence. Wait, I don't know. What is that?
But speaking out, I hope to raise awareness and encourage others to consider the impact of their words and actions. Let us work together to create a supportive environment where everyone can feel safe and respected, and where the truth is met with compassion rather than condemnation. She will continue and she will write, I would not be bullied. I'm standing up for myself and for every woman that has been assaulted. Protect women. The first thing that kept playing in the back of my mind when I first heard about the situation was the situation with Talil's sister. When I first heard Jordan Pauline accuse Talil of doing this, I just kept on playing back what Talil's sister did in front of everybody to see. The actor from Power, Michael Rainey Jr., he came on Talil's stream, and while he was on
Oh
stream, Talil's
God.
sister came into the room and began to grab on his junk. Like, she literally began to squeeze it, like trying to seduce him in his ear. Like, everybody is watching this, and he looks completely uncomfortable.
Has worked a job, has more than $1 million. Y'all have never worked, y'all never did nothing. Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max in here. Then y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes? You know how much 5 minutes?
Oh my God, bro! In front of the dad, in front of the little kids, bro. Oh my God! Of course, like look at him. Like, girl, you wildin'. You're wilding. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, they've never worked. You gotta think. They've never worked a job, but they can party with us. Yo, anybody need water? Anybody need water? No, we good, bro.
Yo, paper towels for them. Paper towels.
Shut the f*** up.
That situation to me is much deeper than just.
Oh my God, bro. No way y'all that lit. Like, she did that in front of her dad. Oh my goodness. Bro, what?
SA. Her doing that for the world to
We can't say that that's SA though. That's like they probably had something going on and she felt comfortable enough to do that. Cause ain't no woman just out here doing that. And he's just laughing and giggling. Like, it could be a nervousness stuff, type of stuff. But like, he's just like, oh, I'm shocked and wow that you would do this in front of your people like this. Like, stop, because nigga, if I gotta fight all of them for your goofiness, that's crazy. Well, I guess that it is SA if he's just like, whoa, shit, like, relax, stop.
see in front of everybody to see, not giving a damn, not caring. That tells me that she thinks that behavior is acceptable. Because obviously, if she thought that she was doing anything wrong, anything criminal, anything morally wrong, she wouldn't have done it in front of everybody to see. She did it because in her mind, what she was doing was not a crime. It was not wrong. It was okay. And it was content and entertaining. And if that's her mindset, then that tells me, okay, what's going on?
No, that's not content. That's their personal own thing. And listen, bro. And if he didn't feel like that was wrong, then it probably is not wrong. If the person that is happening to doesn't feel like that's wrong, then it's probably like not wrong. That's a mutual agreement between two people. You know what I'm saying?
What took place to where
But I don't
she
know.
believes that her behavior is acceptable? Now, it's one thing if she's doing the action and she knows the action is wrong, but she's still doing it. Perpetrator, criminal, nasty human being. She's still all of that, but she's also somebody who don't quite understand what she's doing is wrong. To me, like, that shows there's an issue with how she was raised here. Now, Talil coming from the same home and also having accusations of his own, to me, is more than just a coincidence. Even Talil's response to this situation, to me, was disappointing. his initial response, he ain't really chastised his sister. He didn't really condemn her. He ain't really provide any
Not
type of concrete
publicly.
resolution.
Why would he do that?
He just kind of spoke about how he was pissed that they walked off and he didn't really like that.
Word of my mother, I'm trying to literally ignore this, but I'm getting texts. The energy shifted and just got up and left. Like, all that really made me, like, all those side of really made me feel away. Because when people come, this is your crib. It's about hospitality. That means everything. Stop telling me to ignore it, because when I was trying to ignore it, y'all was spamming it. That really got me really feeling away, because, bro, I be around celebrities all day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even when I first started being my first few celebrities, don't get me wrong, I do unusual. No homo. Like, nothing crazy. Like, I'll be like, yo, like, I be trying to record, get a video, a picture, whatever. But due time, you feel what I'm saying? That don't really mean nothing to you. We all equal, we all the same. But she never seen somebody that caliber, so she start, you feel what I'm saying? And that's my sister, so, like, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about her. I'm gonna just check and tell her, like, you don't gotta be on it. We all the same, we all human. If he's here for me, he's here for you. Family Sunday dinner shit every Sunday. You feel what I'm saying? I got people telling me, you gotta be aware who you have around when these type of people come. Why should I? We all equal. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be, we all got a mutual agreement, and it's about respect. Shit got me dumb mad, bro. Like, I'm real shit. Nothing ever got me more mad than this, bro.
In all the way make an excuse for her, because he did say, like, what she did made him mad, but I guess people wanted him to go a little further. Now, when Michael Rainey responded back to the accusation, it made it perfectly clear he didn't like what was going on, and there was even rumors that he was actually going to sue. That kind of made Talil tap into his PR bag and release a full statement condemning his sister completely. Michael Rainey took to Instagram, and he says, at this point, everyone has seen the video circulating online. I am still in shock and didn't fully know how the process will happen tonight. This is an unfortunate situation that I do not condone in any way. I can't take it lightly, because I know I will be in serious trouble if the roles were reversed. The fact is, SA is never okay, regardless of gender or status. We're all human, and we should respect each other.
Okay, yeah, that's messed up now. It is SA. Now I know it's completely SA, and that's completely wrong. Boy, oh man, I feel so bad. It's like, damn, bro. Dang, bro, this not looking good for Tyler Little, and it's definitely ain't looking good for his little sister either, bro. Like, oh my goodness, bro. I got like a little fucking, a little bit of like secondhand embarrassment, bro. It's like, oh my goodness, bro. Like, fuck, bro. That's crazy.
Most importantly, we should respect ourselves. Talil responded, after the actions that occurred during my stream last night, I would like to sincerely apologize to Michael and his family for what took place. My little sister was completely wrong and out of line. What she did was very inappropriate and unacceptable. I am truly embarrassed and disgusted by her actions. I completely respect whatever direction Michael wants to go in this situation. After watching the clip, I was completely taken back by what she done. I will take extreme precautions with future streams to avoid similar issues and have banned her from participating in future streams. I do not condone any type of... That right there was actually Talil's first viral stream. So even with this situation, it's kind of like, bro, this has been a recurring thing for you. If this situation is even remotely true, if there's even a shred, an ounce of truthness to what Jordan Pauline says, I don't see Talil bouncing back from it, bro. I see Twitch coming down and taking swift actions against him. It's going to be really dark. Now, other famous streamers or other popular streamers on Twitch, they're reacting to this. And and I'll be real, I haven't really seen anybody come out to the defense of Talil. I think I've seen Asmongold. He reacted to this on stream, and he believes that Talil is 100% guilty.
I already know. If you already know, y'all can say it in the chat, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not.
Is everybody? Oh no!
Because.
This is what happens. Like, it happens to other girls too. Like, we all know this, but some people on Twitter forget that I'm actually the most pro-female and most feminist streamer out there. And the truth is that whenever...
You already disqualified yourself. I'm the most pro-female. What? Like, what? What are you even talking about, dude? Nobody asked you for that. Like, bro... The moment somebody has to send out their qualifications before they ever say a statement, it's just like, bro, it's like a sense of bullshit that's just about to come behind it. It's like cap, like you don't have to ever credential yourself to speak, like, you know what I mean? Like on certain situations, like you don't need to know if it's right or wrong. You don't need to qualify yourself to speak on it. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Everybody should have that common sense to be able to speak on something.
I hear a woman that hates men, generally if you listen to her about why, it makes sense.
Jasmine Gold already has accusations of not really liking the WL community, not really rocking with Kai Cenat or Talil or others or DDG, but you do have to give him some credit for having a really large community that encompasses a lot of different other communities. And when he is taking a stance of she's telling the truth, I believe her, he did it, bruh, your name has essentially hit the dirt. Like, your name is now synonymous with these things. And, he very well may be innocent. We'll wait for him to respond back. But you can't keep having these accusations attached to your name, man. Which is why, I work so hard. Whenever somebody even play around with that around me, bro, we come with the internet and we crash, bro. We crash. Because you can't let accusations like this stick to your name, bro, at all. Trust me. People try to lie on me with these accusations. Somebody found paperwork with the same last name as me. It was a family members of mine. They try to say it was my paperwork. I came online and I went at those accusations and I attacked it. Bruh, listen, bruh. I even went to go find my family member's mugshot to prove this is not my paperwork. I've never gotten arrested for nothing weird. Never. But that's because of how important that was to me to show people, no, you would never put these accusations on my name. Not happening.
Bro, that's a situation you had to do that, bro. It had your same name. Like, shut your ass up.
With Talil, bro, right? Bro, you not responding back fast enough. Now the accusations that made its way to other parts of the internet, man. And now they just look at you as a creep and a weirdo.
It does. It makes sense. Like, yeah, I could see that. Sure, I could see why you'd feel that way. A lot of guys, it's like this is a guy, like a lot of these things, like, especially like music, it's young guys that get a lot of power and money, and a lot of young guys don't know how to handle that because they're assholes, they weren't raised right, or whatever else, and so they act like and they do horrible things. And what ends up happening is that after they do something really bad to one of these girls, what they do is that in order to basically do damage control, they ostracize this girl from the entire group and from the entire community. There's a big problem that we have on the internet where, because there are some women who lie about experiences they've had with men, like, for example, like that DoorDash girl. Like, that DoorDash girl really does a tremendous disservice to every other woman out there whenever she's talking about being sexually assaulted, when she recorded a man without his consent and posted it on the internet, again, without his consent, while he was naked. And so that, like, somebody sees that story and it starts to train the public into believing that, oh, well, these things are lies or they're not true. But I'm not saying that they're always true. I'm not saying that they're always not true. You should look at the facts and the evidence surrounding it.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Jasmine Gold is correct. When it comes to streaming, we don't often attach the same power dynamics in the streaming world that we do to, let's say, acting and music. But there are still power brokers in the streaming world. There are still content houses. There are still certain streamers that wield and deal a lot of power. But it's not as easily identifiable as the acting industry or as entertainment. Right? In acting is transactional, is direct. Hey, you sleep with me, I'll give you this gig. Hey, you turn a blind eye to me SAing you when you was blacked out drunk, I'll make sure you get this role on this TV series, on this hit TV show. With streaming, is not really as direct, right? There are people who control relationships, who got collabs. There are content houses, certain people, and they have a lot of power in this, and they can kind of make or break your streaming career, to be honest, because streaming, right, there's really no gatekeepers in streaming. You can turn on a computer and start streaming to 0 people. People believe that there's no power. No. The dynamics here exist. And her expressing some type of fear or anxiety that she will get blackballed and ostracized and thrown out the industry and won't be able to do any more collabs if she come forward against Talil is very real. Like she said, when this situation here happened and she confronted Talil, she was receiving threats of being blackmailed and blackballed from the industry. And I think for the most part, that's wrong. That's not cool. Now, it'll be interesting to see, though, how other people in this community react to the situation. Because if they come out and they say, hey, I'm not really trying to collab with her, I just don't want to also be accused of anything, bruh. I don't know what happened with her and Talil. I just don't want to be involved. Talil don't even have to make that call. But if those people, if that's how they react, and let's say DDG or Deshae and others say, I'm not really trying to collab with you, bruh. That situation is just too messy. I don't know if you're lying or telling the truth. I don't want to also be accused of anything. I'm just not going to do it. Talil don't even have to make that call. If other streamers refuse to do streams with her, it's still going to validate her concerns and accusations, and people will automatically assign that to Talil. They will automatically accuse Talil of making those calls behind the scenes and blackballing her.
No wonder a Diddy joke struck a nerve. When a person does something problematic like this, what you should do is you should look at the pattern of behavior. And I think this is really important to think about. And this is just, it's just basic critical thinking, right? Is that if somebody has a pattern of behavior that is repeatedly problematic, then the probability is that they're probably doing something bad again. So this is the same guy. I'm going to just preemptively turn it down. That's weird. That's really weird. I'll tell you that. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's real weird. So this is the same dude. This is the same guy. Who's gonna tell Ty Will he can't do that to women? Yeah, exactly. Like, that's another girl.
The internet is forever, man. And I hope Deshae Frost is watching this too, bruh.
Damn.
Because Deshae, now you see why you can't really do no girl content like that, bruh. All that super thirsty, super fiend out girl is gonna come back and backfire, bruh. Because when you get accused of something,
whether it's true or not, you're cooked.
Damn near a stockpile of nothing but clips of you kind of teetering across that line from scaring the hoes to you on some weird stuff. SA. Now, that particular clip, man, I'm not defending Talil at all because you guys already watched. I'm not defending him at all. But that particular clip to me isn't evidence that Talil will grape somebody. It's evidence that maybe he's a little overzealous, right? You know, he has scaring off the hose energy. But is that evidence? Is dancing aggressively to me evidence or 100% that Talil will grape somebody? No.
That's not even dancing aggressiveness. That's like not catching, like reading a room, nigga. Like, you're tweaking.
Is Jordan Pauline's account of what happened some damning evidence that Talil would do? Yes. Because
that's true.
Her story is believable. She don't really have any clear-cut reason to lie. But y'all gotta really watch what y'all do on this internet, man. This stuff lasts forever.
That's why I said pattern of behavior. I might be spitballing, but can that be considered SA? But can't that be considered? I mean, like, whether it can be or not in the eyes of the law, like, from a layman's perspective, he is assaulting her and it's of a sexual nature. Why is it that Kai's friends are, 90% of Kai's friends are bad? Well, I mean, he's got, like, Kai has like 10 people in the room and one guy is doing something bad. Now, I think that you're right that Kai, like, I feel bad for Kai because he's had so many instances where he's brought friends on and you can say that it's his fault and everything. And maybe, and to an extent it is his fault, right? Like, I don't think that it's not his fault at all. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, it's not him doing that, right? Keep in mind, this is in front of an entire audience, right? So imagine what somebody like this does behind the scenes. Very, very, very weird behavior.
And if you coming in here looking for any responses, looking for me to add on to any drama, please just see your way out.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time of the year.
It's Christmas, so I didn't commit sexual assault. There's a lot of SA Andes.
That Talil clip, as y'all just saw, was before this. It was before this. He hasn't hopped on stream ever since Jordan Pauline accused him of doing this. But now you have people using old clips, taking things out of context. at this point, bro, Talib got to speak soon, or else the jury is gonna make a decision, bro. The verdict of public opinion is gonna come down if he don't speak soon. What I would say, and I made a concerted effort, and and I tried really hard. I made a concerted effort, man, not to say Kai Cenat's name. And the reason why I made that effort not to say Kai Cenat's name this entire video, because
You
very
just said
often,
you spamming
because
it.
Kai Cenat put certain people on, and this is his crew, his name often get associated or mixed up in a situation when it comes to SA. Now, Talil is his own man. Talil will have to deal with this. Now, do I believe if Talil don't fix this ASAP, the pressure from Kai Cenat to keep his distance is going to be on? I think so. After a while, if you're Kai Cenat, you got to kind of ask yourself like, damn, bro, how much more can I take? I stay out of trouble. I got the most to lose, and I'm the most famous, and I still managed to have my one girlfriend stay out of trouble, stay out of the crosshairs. I keep it political. I don't really do too much. I protect my brand great. Should I keep people around who continue to put my brand in jeopardy? You got to have that hard decision, man. All right, but if you're watching this video and you enjoyed this video, man, let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. This is a crazy, crazy thing, man. And I just hope, man, Tyloo could bounce back from it. I hope that people get the justice that they deserve in this situation. I heard that lessons I learned, and we can move forward. And just like, damn, dog, it's bad, man. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry that this happened. I'm sorry that this is anything in this situation just happened, bro. That's just a sad thing.